When did you go to Morocco? Can you believe this? Without me. Well, I have this Moroccan djellaba. I don't know why. I don't know who went to Morocco and brought them, but I have two of them. This one is an M and this one is an XL. So I'm going to use the M one, so that's less cutting and less wasting. And I think it is too much, or it looks a bit overwhelming, the pattern, because it's long. It's long and it has long, not long sleeves, but down to your elbows. So it's a bit over the top for an everyday basis. So I'm going to fix it and make it into a little shift dress. I love shift dresses. They don't need any closures, they just slip on really easily, and you can wear them with tights, even with leggings, and they have lots of possibilities. So I think it's going to look nice. It has a lovely embroidery, so let's take advantage of it. And if you like these kind of videos, transforming clothes, upcycling and making the most of your stuff, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot, and that way you don't miss anything, because I upload twice a week. I just put it on a second so you can see how big this is. It's so long, it comes down to my feet. So it's a lot of fabric. I would usually do it in a different way. In other occasions, what I've done when taking in stuff is that you can easily come from your sleeve and down on your bodies, and that way you create a new armhole. But this works when you don't have a lot of fabric to do, but in this case the armhole is massive and the shoulder is too dropped. I like drop shoulders, but in this case I want it to come back up where it should be, so the dress looks nice and it doesn't look weird. So I'm going to take the sleeves apart. So I've cut my sleeves, and it's easy enough to measure them, because you can try them on and see how they fit and how much you want cutting off. And they are not hemmed properly, in the sense of that the side seam it's outside, it's not inside the hem. I will do that. And then I also measured and cut the length. I wanted it to be like this one, this mini skirt. Even though it's mini, I'm comfortable with it. I can wear it and I don't feel uncomfortable. So I wanted this size, but it goes just in the middle of one of the embroideries. So I'm going to just leave it a bit longer for the sake of not cutting the embroidery. So I'm going to hem it just below it. And then one thing you have to take into account is that if you like one measurement, for example, I measured 86, you have to draw it all around the hemline, because if not, if you only do it from the middle, the sides are going to be longer and it's going to look weird. So just do this movement and make it right. And I also did the shoulders, measuring how wide I wanted them. That's funny, made in India. And these 8 centimeters I'm taking off the armhole is the ones I'm going to take off all the way down to the hemline, and that way it's even. And now I've done the new side seams, I can cut the excess fabric and hem all around the bottom, taking care not to overlap the little embroidery it has. And now I can sew the sleeves to the dress. And what I do when I sew sleeves, I have a hair somewhere. When I sew sleeves, I always put the bodice of the dress inside out and the sleeves right sides out. And that way, when you put it inside, it's already right sides together and you can sew with no problem at all. The fabric is really thin, it's like a thin cotton, it hasn't got a label or anything to say what it is, but it's been a bit annoying at points because it's so thin that even the presser foot sometimes wrinkles, makes it wrinkle and you overlap layers, which is quite annoying, but I think it looks okay. So this is how it looks. It's a light fabric, so it hasn't got the structure down at the bottom, even though it's already it's been sewn properly and it's measured. But anyways, I think it looks cool for a different outfit. You can wear it with tights for autumn, or maybe even for the beach, or to be comfortable at home as well. So let me know down in the comments what you thought, if you have one of these at home and you didn't know what to do with it. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing because I upload twice a week and that way you don't miss anything. And I'll see you next week. Bye!